now he's done.
Okay.
When that plane crashed and he blamed it on DEI, that kind of just rubbed me the wrong way, because it's not just because you have black people flying your planes is the reason that they crashed.
What's up, YouTube? It's your Huckleberry here, back with another Kaitlin Bennett video reaction. Let's get into the video and let's see what Kaitlin has for us.
What letter grade would you give Donald Trump for his job so far in his second term?
I'd give him an F.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would you give him an F?
I don't think very highly of him. I think he used his whole political campaign to exploit the working class.
Okay.
And claims that he knows how they feel.
Okay.
And he boosted off of that. And now he's done.
Okay. To play devil's advocate, he did implement the biggest tax cut to working families in American history.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you think that is a sign that he wanted to exploit the working class?
I think he was just trying to do damage control.
That was in his first term.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like 10 when that happened.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what other policies of his would you grade as an F? Or are there any policies that you would say, actually, I agree with that, I give him an A?
She's thinking.
I'm not very well versed on his policies. I'm not going to lie about that. Just how he treats his people.
Okay.
How he treats his country. I really don't like that.
Okay. Could you be more specific how he treats this country?
The whole thing when that plane crashed and he blamed it on DEI, that kind of just rubbed me the wrong way, because it's not just because you have black people flying your planes is the reason that they crashed.
It's not because they were black. It's because they weren't educated enough. They were in a position they shouldn't have been in. So they're missing the point there. This DEI thing really gets at me because I was pretty much pushed out in part to DEI. And the idea that it's solely providing opportunities to equally educated minorities is disillusion. So the problem is in order to fit the quota, they have to let people in that aren't as educated as maybe someone that they had to let out. For instance, we'll take the flight situation. I think an overwhelming majority of trained pilots are white. So if you take the most educated, most of them are going to be white, because most of the people doing the job or trying to do the job, going to school to do the job, are white. So when you need to fulfill the quota and let the minorities in, you're cherry picking down below the required education level just to get those people into those positions so you can fulfill this DEI requirement. And she's on this idea that, like, that plane didn't wreck because those people are black, the pilot was black or female or whatever. And she's right. That's not right. But what she's wrong about is that they weren't educated enough to have that position to start with.
You defunded. What do you defund? He defunded something with, like, I don't know the word. He defunded some shit, something like that.
Well, yeah, that is kind of what Republicans do. They like to scale back on government funding and pull back on regulations, especially wasteful government spending, which would be DEI is kind of wasteful. And no one said that planes crash because the pilots are black. They're insinuating that if a pilot is hired based on DEI initiatives and incentives and quotas, that that lessens the ability for customers on planes to feel safe because they don't know if their pilot has gotten the job because they are the best for the position, or if it's because there was a quota met for a certain demographic to get that position.
They've got to go through some certain amount of training to get to that position.
Right, but
So
some
I'd
of them.
assume that they're.
Sorry.
You're okay. I'd assume that they're able to fly the planes.
Baby, have a good one.
Yeah, so like someone might. A company might want to hire someone who got really great test scores, had great, training, and had great results and all of that, and had better experiences. But because DEI initiatives implemented by the federal government or just privately in companies, they would have to forego that if their quota said that they have to hire someone of a certain race, age, or other demographics. So then they would have to hire someone who tested lower, possibly, just to meet that quota. That's the gripe that people have.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all they're saying.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, hope you have a good day out here.
You too.
I love your hair, by the way.
Thank you.
You're
You have
welcome.
beautiful curls also.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, have a good day.
All right, guys, so there we go. Another video down with Kaitlin on the streets doing some hard work for us. It kind of goes hand in hand. Yeah, people just aren't educated enough to understand what they're talking about. They're just speaking points that they hear on your mainstream media or in their ecosystem, their echo chamber of like-minded individuals that just keep saying stuff, and so they automatically believe like, oh, that's what it is. This girl saying that, DEI, the plane wrecked because people are saying because the pilot was black, when it wasn't nothing to do with the pilot being black or female or whatever. It was because their education level wasn't quite up to par with what the requirements used to be before DEI was put into effect. But anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video. Hopefully we'll see you again next time. You're a daisy if you do. And until then, I'm your Huckleberry. You can call me Huck. Peace!